Hi, thank you guys for taking a minute here. We're going to discuss some new software called Clixit. You may be familiar with it, you may have seen it around or similar software, but I want to go through with a little bit of it today, show you how you can use it if you're a mortgage or real estate professional specifically. Um, Now, I want to quickly demonstrate the Clixit software and show how you can have the trusted authority of well-known names and brands promoting your offer. Now, do you get frustrated trying to get prospects to view your products or services, or how about sending out emails that never even get opened, or spending hours creating great articles and other content that nobody even reads? Now, how would you feel if you could get trusted names or brands such as USA Today or ABC, Fox News, Oprah, or Dr. Oz to endorse your product or service? Think about how Oprah's book club did and how many books would sell once she said she liked one. Now, do you think more people would respond and become clients or customers of yours if they were promoting you or your product or service? Now, I know you might be thinking, well, I might be able to advertise on their websites if I had enough money to spend. The reality is, even if you did, your ad probably would not be targeted because it would be placed on a page with other articles. And if you had it there for a week or a month, there'd be all kinds of different articles coming, in and placed on that page. What you want is an ad that relates to the content. So if you have an article about something specific, say dog training, and then you have an ad relating to, hey, here's a great dog training program, that's what you want. Now, what if you could place your ad or message or link on their site on specific content that relates to your product or service, but pay nothing? And it is 100% legal. Now, do you think if you shared their content where your ad happens to be placed, more people would read and share that content because it's from a trusted, well-known source? This means that your ad is getting shared organically with the trusted brand's content, and you get what is called borrowed authority, or what I like to call assumed endorsement. Because every time they share that article from USA Today or from Oprah or whomever, it's got your ad, your link on it, going to your product or service. But all they're doing is they're sharing the content in the article. And it just so happens that your ad that pops up is related to the content. So how targeted is that? They're sharing an article about dog training. So the person who clicks on the Facebook post with the article about dog training goes to the content of the trusted source, and there happens to be an ad for a dog training product that you happen to be selling. That is targeted marketing, which is what we're looking for. Do you see how leads and sales could skyrocket if you could do this? Well, this is exactly what Clixit will do for you. Now, Clixit allows you to place an ad or message on the site of a trusted name and borrow the authority of that name. For example, if I was promoting a basketball training program and I sent out a great article with a link to get people to go check out the program I was promoting, and Michael Jordan was selling the exact same program using the exact same article, whose ad do you think would get more views, shares, and sales? Exactly. Michael Jordan has the authority to make people listen to what he says regarding basketball. Now, what if I could get Michael to promote the product program on my behalf? Now I would get more shares, views, and sales. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of Clixit. Now, I work in the mortgage and real estate industries as well as doing affiliate marketing. Let's show you an example of how Clixit can improve your sales as a mortgage loan officer or real estate agent. Here's an article from MarketWatch about banks relaxing mortgage requirements for borrowers with lower credit scores. Let's see Clixit in action. Here I am on my Clixit dashboard where I've created this link. Here is the actual article. Now, you notice it's from MarketWatch. It's an article about banks relaxing mortgage requirements. Now, again, this was back in 2013, not something you probably want to use today, but for demonstration purposes, I want to show this to you. So this is the actual page of MarketWatch and the article about banks relaxing mortgage requirements. Now, what I do is I go to my Clixit dashboard and I'm going to create a link. Over here, you can create all different types of links, just basic links, speech boxes. I can use images. They have templates. I can even put a video on another website if I want to. But for sake of time, I've already created the link here using the Market Watch link. Now you notice this is the link that I created with the Clixit software, and this is the link that you're going to share on Facebook or some other social marketing platform. So again, here is the original article. Here on Facebook, I've posted that link. Now again, I posted the Clixit link that I created, not the Market Watch link. The Clixit link is what I posted on Facebook. But you notice right here, it pulls up the graphic and information from the article page. Do you see that? So there's the graphic, banks relax mortgage requirements. Here you see it's marketwatch.com, etc., etc. So all you're doing, as far as the viewer is concerned, when you share this post, is you're sharing an article from marketwatch.com about banks lowering their credit score requirements. So an individual interested in this, either maybe they've been turned down for a loan or they have low credit scores, clicks on the link because they're interested to see what the article has to say. Now you'll notice as I click on the link, look what pops up here. This is the link that I created using the Clixit software. It reads, see these great home loan programs for those with lower credit scores. Click here. Now again, look at the page. The page is the exact same look as the Market Watch homepage where the article is, but you'll notice this is the Clixit link that I shared on the Facebook post. And there is my speech box. Now, something else you can do, this is considered gray hat maybe, and if you're a loan officer or real estate agent, you may or may not want to utilize this little tactic. But I created this graphic right here. Now you could normally use your own branding, maybe even your face, picture of yourself, or your company, whatever you might want to use. But I created from the Market Watch logo, I created this little logo here and used it as a graphic when I created the link. So what this does, it gives a greater weight to the assumption that Market Watch is in fact endorsing this link and where it's going to take the individual viewing this information. So anyway, this is what's created from Clixit. So somebody comes here, they're reading the article. You'll notice too that this link is placed right above the graphic about the lower scores. Now I could have placed this link to the bottom right, to the middle of the page, the top right, top left, or the top middle. Now you want to design your links accordingly. Like I wouldn't want to use this black and dark green on top of the other black and the other writing. I wouldn't want to place it there. If I was going to place it here, I'd use something different. Also, this can be a speech box. This can be a bar that goes all the way across the page. So you have some different options of links here. But here's what I want to show you. So the borrower comes here, or the viewer comes here to read the article. And this, you'll notice that the link is locked in place. This message box is locked in place while they're reading the article. So they read the article about lower credit scores. They're like, maybe I'll go check out what programs are available for people with lower credit scores. And again, you have the authority of Market Watch backing you up. The borrower, the individual assumes that Market Watch put this link here. So the borrower clicks on it. I'm sorry, the viewer. I keep using the borrower because I'm in the mortgage industry. The viewer clicks it. Now this is just a mock-up page. This isn't a real lender or anything like that, but I wanted to show loan officers, because that's who I work with every day, in doing their marketing and advertising, what sort of thing they can do. So the link takes them to your page, your landing page, or your opt-in page. So say as a loan officer or as a real estate agent, you could take them directly to your page as your contact information, your company name, etc. Click here for a free rate quote. You could then take them to your a page on your site where they can input their information to get a free rate quote, and of course you're gathering all their information. Or you could have a opt-in box where somebody could put in their name, phone number, email address, and you collect that information and then you contact them at a later date and time. But you see the power of Clixit. As we backtrack again, you went to Facebook and posted an article about banks lowering the mortgage requirements for lower credit scored borrowers. It's all Market Watch. It says nothing about you as an LO as the one posting it. You're just sharing it. Now, imagine I'm in your network and I get this post, and I have a friend of mine that just got turned down for a mortgage because he has a low credit score. So I share this with him and everybody in my timeline. You can see the viral possibilities. Remember, when they're sharing this post, it's sharing your link, the link that we created right here is attached to this post. So when they share the post, they're sharing that link. So when people click on the post to read it, they're going to go to the page with your link on. And of course, when they click the link, they're going to go to your opt-in page or your website, wherever you want to take it. You can dictate that. But it's got all your information. You collect their name, email address, and of course, they opt in for a free rate quote. But you can see how you can generate leads. Now, if you're an affiliate marketer, you could use the same thing, promoting a dog training program or some other offer where you just attach that offer to your product or service. Here's one I think this one is working. Let's give it a shot. This would be an affiliate offer. This is for a video program that I'm promoting. Now you'll notice again, this is by Convince and Convert, and the article is 3 rules for better video marketing. So again, I would share this Clixit link on Facebook. Let's do this right now, see if it'll work for us. We go to Facebook, and what I want to show you is when I put that link in, Facebook's going to read it, and look what it pulls up. It pulls up the Convince and Convert article, right? And now all I do is click post. That's it. Now anybody interested in video marketing, right, they click on this graphic. They want to go read the article, okay? You see this right here? This is my link that I created. Again, I use the same strategies I mentioned earlier, where I took the icon and I created it so it gives the appearance that Convince and Convert is suggesting this particular product. Now the message reads, creates professional videos in minutes with this amazing tool. Again, you notice the article is about video marketing. The link is taking the person to a tool to create videos. Do you understand the targeting capabilities that you have as a loan officer, as a real estate agent, as an affiliate marketer? Again, you're sharing content. You're not trying to sell anything to anybody. You're saying, hey, here's some good information for somebody interested in a home loan, for somebody interested in video marketing. And then it just so happens that there's this link, which appears again to be by Convince and Convert, and that link is going to take the borrower to this affiliate offer for Video Titan, where they can learn about this particular product to make videos. Let's go ahead and click off on that right now for the purpose of this. So here we go. So again, that gives you hopefully a good understanding of what you can do with Clixit and the Clixit software, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You can create, like I said before, you can create different images and have images in the in your ad instead of a link box. You can have pop-ups, so when somebody's leaving, you can have a pop-up so somebody can enter their email address, or you can offer them a free ebook, or you can have a pop-up as an LO says get a free rate quote. Whatever you want to have. So the key to understanding all of this is the Clixit software allows you to borrow the authority of these trusted name brands. Again, MarketWatch is well-known name brand. Now, I want to point out real quick here before I forget, there are some pages this will not work on. There's nothing we can do about that. Some pages have what are called iframe blockers. So I won't pretend to be able to articulate all the technical jargon, but essentially it blocks the ability of Clixit to be able to post the link. In fact, sometimes you'll see just the link, but the page won't come up. And I've tried it on YouTube videos, and I have not got it to work on YouTube videos, but probably about 90% of pages that I've tried to use it on, it works. But anyway, it'll show your links, and it will. This right here is your dashboard. You'll be able to get analytics to see, what links are working the best. And I definitely suggest split testing. That's where you want to share the same article, but maybe use 2 different links in the article as pop-ups, and see if one is converting better than the other. And then, of course, push that one. So anyway, that's it. That's enough for now. I want you to scroll down, take a look at the rest of the page here, and see what are the things the software is capable of doing. One thing I do want to mention, again, you'll notice the Clixit link up here. It says clicks.it and then the rest of the URL. Well, with this particular promotion, you are getting a white labeled version of the product. What that means is you're able to go in and brand it with your own domain name. And these tutorials will explain how to do that. So instead of Clixit, it'll have joesurfer.com and then typically a / and information relative to that link to take them to the right page. So be aware of that. That's just another one of the things involved here. So anyway, scroll down the page. Also, I want to mention, you'll notice as you scroll down, there's a discount mentioned. I was able to get a license from the developers of the software because I mentioned earlier I work in the mortgage industry and work with real estate agents. I'm trying to gather some data to potentially create software specific to that industry. And because of that, they have allowed me, the developers of the software have allowed me to sell the product at quite a discount. And you'll see that as you scroll down to the bottom of the page. I know a lot of marketers use a scarcity tactic. Oh, this is going to run out, that sort of thing. I get that. I don't really like using it because I'm like, what if I'm going to buy it? You're not going to sell it to me because time ran out. So it's not one of my favorite tactics, but I do understand it because otherwise people put it off and never make a purchase. However, in this case, what's taking place is they are allowing me to sell this at a huge discount, but they will dictate for how long I can do it. And really what it comes down to is I'm trying to sell a lot quickly to gather some data to potentially have them make a new version of the software specific to the mortgage industry. Because of that, they're allowing me to sell it quickly, but they also don't want to dilute their own sales by me undercutting the price. So anyway, scroll down, take a look, make sure you go all the way down to the bottom, see the discount. There's also a guarantee. You can cancel anytime you want. There's actually 2 guarantees. You can cancel in the first 30 days, get any money back. After that, it's a monthly payment, and you can cancel anytime you want, whenever you want, no questions asked. So just make sure to scroll down, read through it all. But hopefully this has been informative for you, and I just again want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions or want further information, you can email me direct at info@marketerbeach.com, and I'll be happy to answer any additional questions you may have. Thanks again. Have a great day.